Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Tanda's Charm, and this is part 2 of my video that I created about reviewing people's worst icks that they ever gotten on a first date. And basically I'm just doing commentary, reviewing people's comments and reacting to it and sharing how I feel all live, all right now. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And also make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the bell notification so that you never miss a video that I upload, and also subscribe to my Substack newsletter as well, because I work hard and I always come out with amazing magazine style, editor style Sunday newsletters. And I'm currently celebrating consistency because recently I have literally grinded and made like 2 months worth of Sunday newsletters. So I feel super proud of myself and I want y'all to see it. I want y'all to become a part of the Rose Gold Society, which is the name of my Substack email newsletter subscribers. And yeah, become a part of the Rose Gold Society and read some of my exclusive articles that I do not post anywhere else, and watch some podcast episodes that are free and some are paid on my Substack newsletter, where you won't find it nowhere else. And yeah, also, because I am an independent recording artist, I want you to go in the YouTube description box below and fill out the Google form where you have to put your name, your email address, and your phone number there so that I can be able to contact you when I eventually pull on the tour. And if you want to make money, sign up to 5 surveys and click the referral link in the YouTube description box below. Now, anyways, without further ado, hopefully you can't see me twiddling around with my toe on camera. Let me see, because I'm blind without my glasses. That's how I truly feel. So, without further ado, let's get into this video. A user named Sarah said, mid-hangout, he had an epiphany that he wanted to be a content creator and spent the next hour asking ChatGPT how to start while I just sat there. And then there's like a heart smiley emoji. And somebody said, yeah, I'm out. That is kind of weird. And I don't know why, but like in my mind, I'm imagining like a random guy that you don't really like that much, like he started talking about all these epiphanies. I feel like sharing goals on a first date is okay because, I want to know, like, are we compatible? Do we have like the same aim for the most part? And yeah, but I don't think that's a ick. I don't think that's a ick. But like if I continue talking to somebody and he like keep on talking about things he want to be and he's not actually putting his putting his heart into things, and he's not actually working towards like being a content creator and like actually doing the thing, I feel like that would be like a red flag because you're not even keeping promises to yourself. But I don't really think that asking ChatGPT is an ick, about how to be a content creator. But then again, she said that she just sat there, and so I'm thinking that maybe this guy literally has like a whole relationship with ChatGPT, which is kind of like, like a little sad. But also, I like ChatGPT too, but I don't be having full-fledged conversations. Like, I just be using it to like help me proofread and brainstorm things as a, content creator and entrepreneur and things like that, and help me with like proofreading things really quickly. But I think, to me, it might be an ick. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that's an ick if you're on a first date and a guy, oh, he had an epiphany? That is so, okay, that's so crazy. Like, I'm imagining like a guy, like you're talking, and then all of a sudden he's like, you know what? And also I want to be a content creator too. And then like he start having a whole conversation with ChatGPT. Okay, that'll be a little awkward. And if it's like that, then it's a ick. But if he's like confident and he's already doing it, then that's like, that's okay. Like for me, I feel like, oh, okay, you know. And then it's like, are you actually doing it though? Like that's the next thing to observe about a guy. But what do y'all think? A user named Clolanai said, after I told him I had been in abusive relationships, he would playfully choke me and then laugh. Ick. And complete red flag. Like that's actually not just an ick, but red flag territory. Because like why would you choke somebody playfully when they know that like you've been through it? But like that's how sometimes men think. And God always said, trust yourself. Don't put your trust in men. And don't be, telling all your traumas to guys that you don't know. But, and I know, like, it's so easy to do that as women. We want to share, but, like, it's not really in our best interest to do that. And I really feel like that is giving red flag more than anything. And he playfully did it. So weird. So weird. A user named Carly said, he wore flip-flops and shorts, and all I could focus on was his big toe on the gas pedal like this. And then there's like this image of SpongeBob when he broke his toe through his shoe, and he's like pressing the gas pedal in like his car. Like, and I remember that episode kind of. Yeah, that is crazy. And on a first date, flip-flops, so you're seeing his like his dogs and all that, and his shorts, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of, like, I don't think, like, okay, I think it's an ick. Like, man, do I have low standards? But that, like, unless we're like 4 months in and we're kind of a little comfortable, a little chill, 4 or 6 months in, maybe it's not an ick. Maybe it's just like it's a whatever thing for me. But she said it's an ick for her. I don't know. Seeing a man's bunions. But like, I don't think it's an ick for me. I don't, like 6 months in. Not like in the beginning. Like, a user named Amorphy said he couldn't hang out on my birthday because he had to practice DJing. That was his career aspiration. He was 27. I believe, okay, I know birthdays are so important to most people. It's a special day. Where, y'all were birthed into the world and all of that. And I feel like if a man, is ignoring you on your birthday and not actually making it a point to show up, I believe he don't really like you like that. Because that's supposed to be a celebratory time for you. And that's definitely an ick. And that should just be like a red flag, because it's like, why are you not going to spend time with me on my birthday? If I were this person. And I know a lot of people say that like DJing at 27 is like a red flag, but I actually have no clue. Like, I guess I feel like DJing like in your 40s is like, can you hang it up please? But I don't know. But I believe it's overall giving icky. So that's a rightfully so ick when it comes to this user's experience. A user named Star.Nishimura said, asked me to split the bill with him. I got a $12 salad and he got a $30 burger and drink. Hell no. Hell no. Now, I'm not splitting that $30. Like, that's your $30 drink and burger. Like, I'm eating my salad on myself. Like, since you're trying to split the bill, I'm going to pay my salad. And you're going to pay yours. And I believe it's an ick, if a guy is not splitting. I I believe it's an ick if a guy is not paying for the bill. It's like actually it's like who invited who. Like I know that a lot of people were like talking about like if whoever asks who out, you know, you need to like pay the bill or split the bill. Hell no to all of that. Like I am me, you know, we're not going 50-50. You know, I believe in traditional values and you know, but if a guy, but like let's say I'm on a date with the dreamiest, creamiest guy and he done something like that. I'm not gonna act the fool. I'm just gonna pay for my meal and get to going, and you know, you'll never hear me. You'll never hear back from me. Because it's not what I want. Like I don't want a man like that. Like I know how it feels when you have a man that take care of you. Like I know how that feels. And like I don't wanna, you know, go 12 steps backwards, you know, with a man that want to go 50-50. A user named Polka Hobbit said, told me he was 5'8", and when he showed up, he was the same height as me. I'm 5 feet, 5'0". That's funny. That is crazy. But a lot of people lie on their dating profiles about their height. And you know what's the ick thing about this? The ick thing is that you lied about your height. Like, you know, what if I like short men? What if I like short men? And plus, like, I don't know. I just feel like I like to lead with honesty while dating. Like, you know, like for me, like look at me. Like, you know, I'm definitely not a size 4 anymore. But I'm trying to shrink down. It's like I'm not going to lie and say that like, oh, I'm a perfect size 2. Like, no. Like, you know, I'm a little voluptuous, a teensy weensy bit. And I just feel like when people lie about their height, like men lie about their height, that is the ickiest thing ever because you're catfishing me. I'm catfished. You know? A user named Just To Me said, purposely drove dangerously to scare me after I told him I was in 2 car crashes recently. Ick. And red flag. Like, I hate when, like, I hate men that play like that. Like, you know, don't take your phobias and things like that seriously. Men that don't care. Ick. And a red flag. Like, not just an ick, but it's a like, I'm not calling you back again. Because if you continue entertaining this, you're going to keep on getting this. Like, for real. Because you gave him the green light to act this way. Like, if you just stay quiet. And, yeah, ick. Like, I hate guys that don't take your trauma and your things that you went through seriously. I hate that. And, man, I hope she didn't call him back or nothing like that. But this is a definite ick. A user named Jolly said, rested his head on my shoulder while at a KBBQ. I was so confused. Okay, wrong time, wrong place. Bro was like, raindrops falling on my head. Like, he was just thinking that this is just the perfect moment to just like be like, raindrops falling on my head. You know, like that song. Yeah, that's an ick. That would confuse me a little bit. That was, because, you know, we're eating barbecue. But, like, I don't know. Like, if y'all, I mean, I'm just kind of, like, thinking about scenarios where this could possibly be okay for me with someone. But once y'all know each other a little bit better, then maybe y'all can do that. Excuse me. But, it's like, is this an ick to me, though? If I'm, like, getting down eating K-barbecue, like Korean barbecue, and then, like, you randomly rest your shoulder on me, I don't know. I think I'm, like, I'm in the middle of eating. Like, I'm in the middle of, like, getting my grub on. So, I believe that's giving awkward more than ick. Now, if you're socially awkward, you got problems a little bit, but I like you enough to just like you, and you like your overall a pretty good guy, then maybe I can undermine that. But overall, it's like, there's a time and a place. There's a time and a place to be, to be like leaning on each other's head. Like, you can do that when you're sitting at the park together, feeding birds bread. Like, that seems like the moment where you can be like, raindrops falling on my head. Wait, let me get my stuffed animal. Wait, raindrops fall. Wait, that would piss me off. Wait, I'm just now thinking about it. Like, I'm eating. Wait, would it make me... Okay, wait. No. Wait, with the right guy, would that piss me off? And he's like... Wait, let me just kind of like reenact it. And then he's like this. No, I think that wouldn't actually piss me off. No, that wouldn't piss me off unless he's kind of ugly. But no, that wouldn't actually piss me off. That's not an ick to me. That's not an ick. But for me, like, to me personally, that's not an ick. I would be like, hey, do you want a piece of barbecue? Like, that would be kind of cute. But she was saying that she was she was so confused. Yeah, But that's how I feel. I feel like it wouldn't really be an ick too much for me. Let me move my keyboard out the way, y'all. Ringo, you need to sit up. We're in a video. And by the way, my stuffed animal is called Ringo, based off of Ringo Starr. A user named Ion said was chilling at a DA movies, and he grabbed my hand, thinking he was just gonna hold it. I let it happen, but no, he had to ruin it and move my hand to his pee-pee and touched himself with my hand. I never talked to him ever again and was traumatized. Ick. And I hate people that like, well, I don't want to say hate, but no, I do hate. I hate when men act like they haven't been raised by anybody, like they haven't been raised by people, with moral stature, because like moving your hand to the nether regions is like that's like going the next level. Like, I'm not ready to go on that level yet, and give you the green signal that I want to be on that level, or I would have asked. Oh, sorry y'all, that's my timer. Hope I didn't scare y'all with that, but that's very ick-like. And one thing that I noticed about like a lot of men, like, I grew up religious, but like a lot of men sometimes come off that way, especially when you're on those apps, sometimes, and you have to kind of like, you have to, beep, beep, pause things for the cause of things with your boundary. Like, I'm not trying to go that far yet, sir. Like, I'm not like a loose screw, like many other women out here, and I'm so sorry that Iron was super traumatized after that, because I would be too. But you have to get people straight a little bit when they do some weird things like that. And I'm not a confrontational person. It's just like, since we're having a conversation about it, let's conversate. But yeah, it's just like, I'm not trying to go there yet, you know what I mean? But weird. A user named Benitu said, as a dude, it was probably when me and my boy were dating these sisters. We were at the park one day, sitting at a picnic bench, rolling up, and this this girl's mom called. She started full tweaking on her mom, cussing her out and everything. Me and the homeboy just had to sit there like, and then there's a picture of the guy that played the record deal guy from Alvin the Chipmunks. If y'all remember, that character, like that, that actor. Um, yeah, I believe that's a ick. That is a ick. Like if I seen a man acting like that with his parents, screaming and talking and cussing, that would make me feel like, are you gonna treat me like that too? And most of the time they be on that. So that is a very valid ick. A user named Emily said he burped and didn't excuse himself. 6, 7 months in, like I'll say like 6, 7 months down the line, if we're comfortable, depending on how comfortable we are. I don't think that would really be too much of a ick. Like we burp and then we doing our thing. Like we're burping, but like you should say excuse yourself when you're burping. Like if you're on a first date and you're doing your thing, like you should excuse yourself. Unless you're trying to like set the tone, like, hey, I just be burping everywhere. Like, But I don't know. I mean, like I just be thinking about myself, like, I be burping, but not on a first date. Like I would be like, excuse me, like I would try to like swallow it down, with someone that I really like on a first date, and try to stay cutesy with it and demure with it. But I think for her it's a valid ick. I'm inconclusive about this, for real. Nah, it's kind of like straight up burp in my face. Like, come on now. But I mean, like, we're all human. Like, farting is a no. Like, farting is like, okay. But, but belching, I don't know. I'm just inconclusive. Like, I don't think everything is an ick, but just like, A user named Your Mom said he knew I had a bad relationship with my parents, but texted me that he was showing up 30 minutes early so he could meet them while picking me up. And I panicked because that's not what we planned, and they didn't know I was dating somebody, let alone going on a date. Ick, red flag, you're getting cut off. You're getting cut off. I would have cut him off immediately. Because let's say like I don't, but like if I was in this person's shoes, like how dare you just go 30 minutes? Like I confess I told you things and then you just come through. You just like come through and like you're trying to meet my parents. Like that's audacity. Ick, red flag. And you need to like get your gavel and be like, case is closed with this man. Like, because that's crazy. Like, why would you do that? A user named Hugo Loves Doodling said he showed up to our date in a hoodie and jeans. It was the prom. I feel like there's a time and a place for different type of like dress codes. And like she said that it was the prom. You're supposed to be dressy. We not running up the store. And like, come on now, like you didn't prepare for a suit. You couldn't get you like something half price somewhere. Couldn't even get a suit from Temu or something, like from Shein or something like that. And yeah, I'm judging a little bit. I'm judging because it's like, why did you show up to a date like so casual? You know what I mean? But that's how I feel. But like, let's say if you're talking to some guy and dating some guy, like if y'all are like, if y'all getting like to know each other, like in a everyday type of situation, like dressing casual is fine, but like to a prom, like no. Maybe you just don't know how to dress, and maybe you can help him learn how to dress if you really like him. Things like that can be worked out. So it's a bit of an ick, but it can be worked out if you want it to be. Like that's my thoughts. and if he wants to be like, you know, dressed by you and stuff, or like if he wants you to help him pick out a suit and stuff like that, like that can be arranged. You can make a day out of it, like, but I'm pretty sure this user probably like moved on and stuff like that. A user named Joya say, kept trying to finish my sentences for me and said almost everything I was saying as I was saying it, like I was talking too slow for him or something. That is funny. And I'm just imagining right now, like if I'm talking like, oh, my favorite color is red, like let's say this is like my date and this is me. I'm like, hey, how are you? I'm doing good too. You like my nails? Yeah, I like them too. I'm trying to get the spaghetti with the turkey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I thought. I thought you were actually going to get that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, and waiter. Yeah, I would like a Sprite. We like 2 Sprites. 2 Sprites, please. So what do you do? So what do you do? Oh, I work. I'm into Bitcoin. Oh, I found out about Bitcoin about like my friends. I go to conferences a lot. Yeah. Okay, and and okay. Thank you. Are you enjoying this pasta? That would be crazy. Like, you know, I'm just like imagining, like I'm like reenacting it real quick. That would be crazy. Like he's finishing her sentences before she can actually finish her sentences and like say everything coming to her mind already. Um yeah, that's an ick. I'm kind of fun like that. Like let's say like I'm at like a dinner spot with my boyfriend. So what do you do for it? Oh, I do Bitcoin. I'm a social media agent. Yeah, I work with my friends. Yeah. Do you go out? I go out all the time. I go out all the time. I have hobbies. I read. I learn. Oh, I learn. I read a lot. I read a lot about Bitcoin. About Bitcoin. Yeah. Crypto, bro. Yeah. Who's your my role models? Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate all the way. Yeah. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Ick. That's an ick for real. Do you believe? I believe in red pill. I believe in red pill. Okay. Yeah. Enjoying your pasta? A user named Scarlet Slay said, told me that my hair was noticeably thinning. Ick. I mean, like, if you don't like the woman that you're on a date with, can't you just play along for a second until you like have something to come until you have something like coming up, and then you can be like, oh, I have to go, bye, and just like not, you know, not call her back or nothing like that, instead of like pointing out her flaws. Like, why can't we have a society like that? Am I too like green and like feathery about things or something? But that is a ick. And, you know, it's a little bit insulting, even if she do have thinning hair. It's like, you don't have to say it. I don't know. No. Like, you don't have to say it. Come on now. A user named Paige said, told him that I am a waitress. Then he went on a whole rant about how you shouldn't tip wait staff. Ick. Because everybody deserved their hard-earned tips. I remember one point I didn't know how to tip, but I was younger and I didn't know the percentages. But like, you should tip wait staff. Like, people have hard lives, and like, it's the most polite thing to do. And like, I don't know, I feel like you can tell a lot about a person's character by the way they tip. You know, Like if they give it like a decent regular tip, that's good. But not tipping is crazy. A user named Anna said, "We had a lot in common, but he kept repeating that we were soulmates and meant for each other, and how beautiful was over and over again. Like, brother, I just met you." That has happened to me recently. You know, so I just decided, why not just download a dating app, you know, and like I'm not in a rush whatsoever. Like I'm staying my butt like perfectly sat down on this twin bed with Ringo right over here. But there was this Asian guy, and like he liked me, and he was just saying all these nice things about me and all of that. And I was like, okay, um, hey, but then things was just not adding up. Like it just felt like a lie. You putting too much on me all at once. You covering up something. And like why you keep I'm not trying to side eye like good comments. No, I like personally for me, I appreciate when people are chivalrous and, kind and compliment, me and stuff like that. But like it comes to a point when things start to feel shifty and love bomby a little bit. And I don't really like using therapy words because I'm not a therapist. I am just professionally me. Like that's it. Like I'm just Tandis. Le Tandis. But anybody can sniff, that type the BS like from a mile away. And it's like I can just kinda like relate to this user a little bit. And I'm not going to give the excuse that he have like bad social skills. Like this guy is a little ick like. So yeah. A user named Alenug said, he talked about The Greatest Showman for 45 minutes and made me listen to his favorite songs from the soundtrack at the restaurant, then proceeded to explain the lyrics. At the restaurant? That is crazy. And like I have never seen The Greatest Showman before. I don't think I have. But I think it's crazy that like he did all of that. So y'all, how do y'all feel about all these comments and everybody's personal stories about times where their first date gave them the ick? How do you feel? I shared my opinion about everything, but I would love if you share yours too and share your stories as well. Like we could do a whole series about this if y'all want to. Like if y'all share y'all stories because I pretty much got the whole comment section down. Like for this video and for, part 2 and stuff like that. But there were some definite icks. And I don't know, for me, like sometimes I can be chillax. Like my personal view, like when we're talking and we're in a talking stage, we're just talking. We're doing that thing. We're just, talking, going back and forth. But some of these things like, being too casual, going barefoot, like, it's ick, but I don't know. I just feel like in some cases the context has to be different for me personally, and that's why I feel this channel is a safe space for however you go about dating. Doodly, don't judge me. I won't judge you. And yeah, I would love to see your thoughts and opinions below. And I hope you enjoyed this part 2 of the worst icks from a date. And make sure that you follow me on Substack. Check out my official website in the YouTube description box below. And also check out Temu as well. I have an amazing coupon code where all you have to do is download the app and type in the coupon code, and you'll be able to get a free gift. And today I'm wearing these earrings, and when I was out at the grocery store recently, I was getting so many compliments and stares because I was blinging, and like I love how they look so like feminine and dainty. And I didn't just get these pair of earrings for 33 cents, but I got really one, two, three, four, five, six pairs of earrings for just 33 cents on Temu. And this is when they were doing a really super great deal. And like these I can't really wear because my ears aren't pierced, but these I can wear with converters and stuff like that. So yeah, and that's what I'm doing right now. So if you want to get your glam on, get some amazing makeup. I also did my makeup and my eyeshadow using Temu makeup products. Go visit Temu, and also check the YouTube description box below so that you can be able to purchase like things and get free gifts and get discounts off from your purchase from an already affordable website that's, you know, super legit. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Share it with your friends, and bye. Y'all, make sure that y'all check out my merch store in the YouTube description box below and click the link so that you can get some of my amazing cutesy t-shirts, mugs, and tumbler bottles. And make sure to check out my blog site and stop by there and read some of my amazing cutesy blog articles and read some of my amazing articles where I recommend like makeup, fashion, and jewelry that I found off Temu.